OCB Battles Real Talk. Fellow, introduce yourself.
Hello, man. I'm Blizzard. I'm a 20-year-old musician from Manchester, now residing in London. Hello, hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
So let's do what we do normally on the show and go in how you firstly got into music and how you got into battling.
I got into music about 8 years ago. I have quite a musically strong family. Like my cousin, who's called Shifty, is a rapper from Manchester, and he helped me like start to write. And I've always had like producers and DJs around me, so it was kind of like germination the way I got into it. Started taking it a bit more seriously when I hit say 13, 14. I was very into writing poems and writing stories and stuff like that. I was a very like literacy based kid. I wasn't into like playing football as much. I'd rather just write poems. Sad, I know, but it kind of developed, and I started recording about that time, like 12, 13. Like recorded a few tracks. The Bluetooth era was around, so people would like send my music around Manchester, and started getting recognized for it, and it started to freak me out at the start. But then I really liked the fact that people took to my music, so I took it more seriously. Then when I got to 15, I think I had a mixtape out called Distorted Eyes that had like a really good reception. It had some of my beats on there as well because I'm a producer, so it was like half and half, some rap, some production, and it was quite well received, to be honest. And then the battling thing came along, like hooked up with and I think I was in the studio and I saw, I think the first battle I seen was Chronicle against O'Shea, quite a while back. Chronicle, obviously being a Manchester dude, respected him for a while because of all the music he used to do, like when I was about 12. So I really liked it and went to an event, really liked it. Did my first battle against a guy called Seuss, was absolutely trash. I thought I could freestyle when I couldn't. And it went a bit tits up, and then started to practice a bit more and, like tried to build a bit of a winning streak. I think I did 10 battles in total until I stopped in 2013, late 2013. And yeah, I mean, like all through that time from when I started to now, I've been recording and, doing shows and networking, trying to learn more as a musician and as a person as well, because I do see my music career as a journey, not just like an experience. And, I'm still young and naive, man. I've got a lot to learn. So it's all getting there, but I'm here now, 20 years old, living in the capital, trying to record my album, kind of change my genre a little bit, started to kind of make my own little hybrid, working with a lot more live instruments, doing a lot of the singing now, and incorporating more of my production into my own material. And I'll let other people decide, but I think it's going well. So yeah, I'm here now.
So what can we expect from Blizzard in the future, bro? You got anything that's coming out for us?
Uh, with with me, like what I've realized is recently, is that I've wanted to become a bit more elusive with like my new material. So all I'm saying is I've got a nice project dropping by the end of the year. It's an EP and it's very live. So it's got a lot of your guitars and your live drums and whatnot. It's imagine like Fleet Foxes meets Blizzard, that kind of thing. So I wouldn't say I'm going down an indie route. I'm just kind of making my own sound now. I feel like I know where I comfortably fit in the musical spectrum. So I'm gonna, take that and run with it and see where it goes. Of course, there's only so far you can go, in my opinion, with 140 beats and trap. So I wanted to kind of delve further out of that rather than stay inside that box, because I feel like I've got more to give, and I'm a very musically strong person, and I've got quite an eclectic taste, and I listen to everything, and I want to kind of incorporate that into my music now because I feel like my musical taste has matured, and because of that, I want my music to mature with it. You know.
London versus Money event. Let's go in it, brother. It's the biggest event for the UK ever in it. Let's be honest. What do you think?
It is. I've still got my money roots. I mean, like London's where the music's at, but was the forefront of everything for me. So it's got a special place in my heart, this event, and I'm very, very excited for it. I don't know if I'm going to be there. I'm going to try my hardest to be there because life, man, and traveling down from London to Manchester often absolutely kills me. But if I can make it, I can make it.
So let's go in on the bottom of the flyer, which is Take No Tux versus Tally.
Yeah, man. Take No Talks is so sick. I watched his tryout about 2 weeks ago, actually. Can't remember who the other guy was because Talk killed it. Tally is high rise, isn't he? And he's very talented. Like his grime clash was really good. It's going to be a tough one, but I think Tox might get it. But I'm not like this. Like I'm not kind of taking anything away from Tally because he's very good. I think what I've noticed with Tally is he's very kind of slogan orientated. Not like that's a bad thing, but I mean with Tox, he's very punchline. You know, like bang, bang, bang. I think what did he say about bang hammers and take wigs off? I'm a judge when the shift's finished. Like that's a punch and a half, man. Tally's good, but yeah, I'd say Tox will have that, man. Not gonna lie.
Okay. Sean O'Mac versus Big J.
Sean O'Mac is my dude from like 2005, so I'm kind of biased from that. But Sean O'Mac is a beast, so I'm gonna say him. Thing is though, it depends on the crowd because it's in Ritz. Sean O might get it. If it was in say Birthdays in Dalston, London, Big J might get it. But also it depends on how they take to jokes, the crowd. So if they want jokes, they'll love Big J. But if they want bars, they'll love Sean O'Mac. But I personally think the bars will outweigh the jokes on that one.
Okay, cool. Briggsy versus Bamalam.
Oh, not again. I've actually answered this question with some of my friends.
Right, okay.
You know what it is? I rate Briggs, but I think Bamalam is like a problem, like very, very good. And he gets a lot of undeserved hate. So yeah, Bam will get it, you know. I personally think, but Briggsy is sick. Like I've known Briggsy for years, man. But yeah, it is what it is.
Raptor versus Villain.
Raptor all fucking day, man. Raptor's my favourite in Don't Flop right now, innit? Bar none. And I think that he could have been top of the card, personally. You know, he out of all the people in the battle scene that I think are as good as Shotty, I would say Raptor is up there, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I'm loving that you're saying that because I'm bringing Raptor to Norway.
Oh, really? Yes.
Yeah, seriously. Yes. Like our first event, I've got Raptor versus Dootin' which is one of the.
Okay.
I got that.
Cool.
That's going down. That's going down at my event, man.
Raptor's a monster, dude. Like
I know. Like
I'd be scared to clash Raptor, innit? I would go there with my head down. Like, nah, I wouldn't want to go through that personally.
There's a lot of people that are wanting to do it though, bro, because he is a monster. He is a beast.
Yeah,
like,
people want to dethrone him. You know what I mean?
They want to have a go.
Yeah.
And then it's like the clashes of clashes, bro. Personally, for me, Shotty Horror, Tony D.
Can I just say, yeah, that's the best clash Don't Flop I've ever had, like by 1,000 miles. I think the only clash that's been of that kind of caliber recently was Dialects and Unanimous. That was insane, and I watch that regularly. But see Shotty, yeah, he is a problem. Like you can never ever deny Shotty's a problem. And then there's Tony D, who is so comfortable with it, it's untrue. Like I was watching the conference, you know, the press conference that Don't Flop posted.
Yeah.
Tony D was saying, if I spit 3 bars, I don't lose. But then I thought to myself, Shotty always gets his 3 rounds out and he doesn't lose either. So it's like, what is it? The unstoppable object. No, the unmovable object against the unstoppable force. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
But I think Shotty will get it, you know? I think Shotty has more to prove because I think people might think Shotty might be maybe rusty just because he's not done it for a bit. I don't know if his last clash was against Pat Stay or it might have been against Daylight I'm not sure. It would have been an American battle surely, but I know he's not done it as much as current. He's not as current as Tony D in the fact that Tony D's done more in a little amount of time, but Shotty's had more classics in that amount of time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Shotty is probably the best rapper in. I'd say he's top 5 rappers in the UK personally, and easily top 5 battle rappers in the world. He's up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
He's
No,
up there.
I'm familiar with
He's up
that.
there with like Pat Stay easily. He's up there with who else, like B Magic, like people like that. He's up there, you know. He's a problem, and people in America love him. You know what I mean? Like I've seen how when he battled Daylight, the crowd were on him like hard. They were
Yeah,
rating
no,
hard.
they do. Like, but that's he. But that's the thing though. Like, Shotty's proven he's an international battle rapper. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where Tony is the best battle rapper in the UK, I would say. So I would sort of take Shotty out of the UK stats as such and put him into the international.
see,
You
this
get
is
what I mean? So that's the thing.
you know what it is as well. When have you seen Tony D's clash in Canada? Like he couldn't handle the pressure, and this is what makes me think maybe Shotty's more versatile and maybe he can handle it better. But I mean, Tony just had an off performance, man. Like if Shotty had that same performance, it would be crazy as well. But Shotty doesn't fuck up. Like if he fucks up, you can't tell he fucked up because he can freestyle like a motherfucker, you know. But I don't know, man. I think Shotty's going to be hungry as fuck to get that win. Personally,
Well, this is what the general consensus of what I'm getting from all the shows is like most people think that Shotty's got the sort of edge because he's got the. Everyone wants to see the battle because Shotty hasn't battled for so long. Anyway,
yeah,
it's in Manny. Obviously, Shotty's a Manny boy, but at the same time, like everyone wants to see Tony D battle. He's the champion.
of course.
You get what I mean? That's the thing,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. So they can't say it's a bias no matter where Tony D battles in the UK.
Yeah, because
what I mean?
thing is though, he's consistently proved himself in so many places in the UK.
Yeah.
And I don't really think bias comes into play. Shotty is going to have a crowd, definitely. He's going to have, like, the Ritz is such a prolific Manchester venue, and Shotty is such a prolific Manchester rapper. Of course, there's going to be, like, a lot of crowd love. But, I mean, I've seen Tony D take people's heads off in their own city, you know? And I've seen Shotty do the same, so it depends on the performance, man. Like, it completely depends because it's so tough, man. I can't come to think about it properly until I see the footage, but I do think Shotty might get it.
I can't wait to see the footage. That's the thing, bro. I can't like. I can't even like try and make it to the event. Norway to it, Maddie, is a bit of a difficulty, bro. And,
Yeah, it's a
like,
bit of a fly, that, man.
You know what I mean?
Can't swim there, man. Might get.
No, exactly. You can't just exactly. Unfortunately, it's quite a swim too, but like, I can't just make
Yeah.
it. So I've got to wait for that video release.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. You know what it is as well. Battles on the day and battles being watched back are two completely different things. So,
Agreed.
an example of that was when I watched Philly Swain and Zim against Lunacy and Matter in Leeds I think it was last year when I battled Lego. I watched it on the day and thought Philly Swain and Zim won, but then when I watched it back, I thought Lunacy and Matter took it. But it's personal preference. People told me when Shotty and Arsenal battled that they thought Shotty won on the day, and then when they watched it back, they thought Arsenal won, and vice versa. They're two completely different things, man. So
I'm just glad that battle was actually promo, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who thinks what. No one won except for the bloody crowd that get to watch all the videos and everything back. You know what I mean? That's to say all about it. You know what I mean? Like,
the thing is, I don't want the crowd to jock Shotty too much because it will ruin the battle, and that's my main worry for it. Because I watched a Lord of the Mics battle actually, which is like another battle.
No. I follow Lord of the Mics too. Big up Jammer and that.
P Money and Big H was the headline for this new one, and basically all of the people in the crowd were pretty much Big H's people, and because of that there was a really bad bias. But even though there was that bias, P Money still destroyed the guy. But if people I know what people on YouTube are like though, the comments are gonna say a lot when the battle's out, because obviously if the crowd are going crazy for Shotty and like booing Tony D and Shotty wins, they might say, oh, he's only won because of bias, and that's not fair. So if the crowd are neutral and respectful, which I'm hoping will say from the very start, because nothing worse than a crowd being against you, because it's gonna be interesting though, man. I'm very, very fucking excited, man. It's going to be the best battle of all time in Don't Flop standards, anyway. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. It is the biggest UK battle that's ever happened so far. Is all we can say. You never know. There might be one that's bigger in the future sometime, bro. You can't say that, like, but
Lunacy versus Lunacy.
Well, yeah, no, like you never know. That Luna Shotty battle might go down at some point, or you might step in and get that Tony D or Luna, bro, and smash it together. You get what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I had to say it. I'm sorry, like,
mate. But, you know, if I was to battle somebody, I'd probably want to battle Youth Oracle, but.
There you go. You just wait for that offer to be flown out now that they watch this, bro. You've done that yourself.
$5,000, please. I'm joking.
I won't gonna ask anything like that, but you can put it out there yourself, brother. But yeah, like, have you got any shout outs and stuff you want to do, bro? Like anything that you want to talk about that's not liable to be mentioned or anything?
Well, yeah, well, I want to shout out Manchester, obviously. It's where everything started for me. I also want to shout out London because it's where I am now and it's where I'm inspired. I want to shout out all of the Don't Flop team because they're keeping me entertained. Even though I'm not battling at the moment, it's keeping me happy and keeping me sane because finding a new battle is always good. Big up Shotty. I'm rooting for him, so I'm going to say good luck. Also big up to Tony D because he's a fucking monster and he's very, very inspiring to me. I love his lyrics. I love his whole demeanour and how calm and laid back he is. Big up Norway. Big up Scandinavia, obviously. I hopefully have a show out there soon. Somebody wanted to book me in Stockholm like a year back and it fell through, but I really want to come out at some point. So.
Maybe we should talk, bro. Maybe we should talk.
Maybe.
You never know what could happen, bro. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, man, definitely. Just keep me in the loop, bro.
Cool. That's cool. Anything else that you want to talk about? Or can I just get on with my shout outs and we'll call it a day?
I'll say one last thing. 2015 is going to be a good year for Blizzard music. There's going to be a lot of things coming out, and there's going to be a massive change in the way I make music and the way I produce it. So hopefully the first Blizzard album drops in 2015. If I'm not a lazy bastard, you know. You proceed for yours now.
Okay, bro. Thank you very much. Well, obviously, make sure you follow all the links that's underneath here. There'll be all the OC battle links, all the Blizzard links.
I am Blizzard on Twitter.
It's been on the screen the whole time, bro. As everyone else's is.
Yes, son.
Don't ever worry about that.
You know,
it's all good, bro. It's all good. Make sure that people are checking out the Chaos event. Like Norwegian people that watch this, maybe make sure you're checking out the Chaos event because that's part of history. It's part of history. Let's put it that way. Make sure you check out the bar sessions as well, because I've had my boy Carson do a bar session, which is he's done a 2-minute first verse in English. So check it out, people, and give him some feedback. I'll ping you the link, bro, as soon as we're done. And thank you for watching, and see you again soon, no doubt.
Peace.